What's up, everybody? It's the Bipolar Prophet, and welcome back to Old Ridge Farm in Farming Simulator 15. So you can see there's been some additions to the farm here. Well, you know, obviously with the soil mod, we're going to need some sort of sprayer, you know, for herbicide and for water and for you know, nutrients and what stuff that we can't really spin, you know, with our FERT spinner. So a couple of days ago, I'd gone to the bank, applied for a loan. They were pretty happy to give me another one since I paid off the last one. You know, so back into debt we go, but at least we have a sprayer now and a front tank, so we're good there. So we're going to go spray because I've walked around the fields already, and yeah, we have weeds. So I'm going to go spray some BB on the field, some double-acting herbicide, so that it'll kill the weeds and hopefully keep them from coming back. So early start here, 5:41 in the morning, as you can see. I want to get a good start on this and get it done so we can get those weeds killed off. You know, and then we're going to need to apply some more nutrients too. But I want to do the weeds first. Soil moisture looks pretty good for the most part. It's a little low. It's supposed to be fairly warm today, so that'll probably go down again. So we'll have to spray water at some point. Although we will get a nutrient moisture bonus from spraying the herbicide. So what else? All the seeding is done, obviously. I ended up putting grass on fields 8 and 9. And I would very much like to spread manure or slurry on those fields. And I was reading the regulations about spreading manure, and the reason I was reading them was because, oops, listen, you're not going to unfold the front tank, was because I was curious about what the rules were about spreading slurry this close to a house. You can see, you know, fields 8 and 9 are right directly sort of behind an apartment complex, apartment blocks, you know, housing estate, I guess as it's called in England. And I was really curious about, you know, what the... Oh, I forgot to change the... And I can't do it from here, right? Nope. Oh. I forgot to change the fill type in the sprayer. Now I have to go all the way back. I was wondering how long it was going to take soil mod to catch me out. And there it is. So what was I going to say now? Oh, yeah. So I actually looked it up on the internet. And I have the regulations in front of me. I printed them out. And there is no rule about spread. It doesn't. Well, at least I couldn't find a rule about spreading slurry near a house. And to be honest, I didn't go, you know, super in depth with it. You know what I mean? But you know, there's obviously rules about spreading it within. I think it's 10 meters of a water course. You know, not on sloping ground where it can run off. Things like that. You know. In fact, it's right in front of me. So I'll just read this real quick. Let's see. Spreading slurry. You should always spread manure, dirty water, and slurry in line with good agricultural practice. This includes drawing up a nutrient management plan, which of course we do because of soil mod, supervising the work of contractors spreading your slurry. We'll all be doing it, so that doesn't matter. Monitoring the content of metals in pig and poultry manures and in the soil. That makes sense. We will be using the pig and beef slurry, so there's a good chance there could be some metal in there, you know. And then it says you should not spread or store slurry or solid manure within 10 meters of a water course, including field drains or ditches within 50 meters of a source of drinking water for human consumption or of water for farm dairies. And the rest doesn't really apply to farm sim too much. So I couldn't find anything about spreading it, you know, splash plate spreading it next to a housing estate. Now, obviously, some common sense applies there. You know, you don't want to be spreading it so close to the house, to the buildings that it splashes on the house. You know what I mean? So, and you know, because I couldn't really find any definite regulations, I'm gonna take that as a loophole and say that okay, so I can splash plate spread over there on fields 8 and 9. So we're gonna do that. Just try to be gentle with it, I guess. So. Okay, now, can I change my fill types here? Please, to BB, thank you. And I need to change the front one too. Can I change that one up as well? Nope, I need to back up a little bit more, I guess. Okay, is that one already on? That one's already on BB. Okay, so make sure that's on BB. They're both on BB now, right? Okay, so we're good. Very good. Switch back to the back one so I don't end up wondering why I can't turn that off. Why I can't spray when I get over to the fields. So yeah, so you know, it's funny. You know, I never really, not that I never really thought about it, because obviously, you know, in real life you would have to be aware of these regulations. You'd have to know what's going on. But in the game, I never really gave it a second thought, you know what I mean? But then I got thinking about it when I was over in the fields yesterday, seeding them. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, these are awfully close to houses. Oh, this tractor hates that road. And I'm like, I wonder what the regulations are that sort of govern that. Now, the funny thing is there's all kinds of regulations for biosolid spread, you know, which is called sludge apparently in England, or in the UK, I should say. So I looked that up too because I use a lot of biogas residues on other maps, and there's all kinds of regulations for that. Like you can only apply it, and then you can't. Here's an interesting one. It says you cannot surface spread. You must deep inject the sludge into the soil and leave at least 3 weeks until it is grazed. There must be 12 months between treatment and harvest of land-growing vegetables. And there's different levels of bio residue, as I call it. You know, there's the raw, the treated, and then the enhanced treatment, I guess, which basically takes all the pathogens out of it, you know, out of the stuff. So, you know, something to think about if we get the biogas up and running, you know. So we can we're gonna have to think about that. So having to wait 12 months, you know, after you spread it to be able to do anything with it is a little extreme. So I think we'll probably say that we're using enhanced stuff. So we only have to wait, you know, I think it's 10 months or 3 months. I'm sorry. So okay, let's go ahead and get this spraying. Let's get some weed prevention down and some weed killer down and get that over with. Then I got to pick up a slurry sprayer. I mean, might as well spend the money. Why not, right? The bank gave it to us. We might as well use it. Now, this is another thing I should have looked up because obviously you don't want to be spraying this stuff on the street. So I would imagine there's all kinds of regulations about herbicide, you know, spreading and everything. Now, luckily, I am in this field. I am way away from houses, well, with the exception of my own, and I'm not too close to any water, so I should be okay that way. Stop. Now I need to do this fairly evenly too, because otherwise you can guarantee weeds will pop up wherever I don't hit. So. Actually, I had to look it up to see what I was supposed to use on the fields. I couldn't remember, you know, from Farming Simulator 13. So, and I know there's more stuff that actually shows up. I can turn this off. You know, for the soil mod in the HUD, but I don't know all the controls and everything, so I just looked it up in the README to see which particular herbicide I should use. All the, you know, the ones with the double letters are obviously double acting. They'll kill the weeds, and then they'll keep the weeds from coming back. So we definitely want that. I would like very much to get it on the field though, and not so much on the grass. You can see the N level is pretty good. The PK level is really low though, and I want to fix that. So probably once this stuff soaks in, we'll come over here and get some more nutrients on the field. So I don't know why it says herbicide A. I don't have any herbicide A. It's all herbicide B. I don't understand. Okay, where do I need to do now? I need to go down the middle of the field. And this adds a little moisture into the field too. The moisture levels aren't awful just yet, so, but it is very early in the morning too. The moisture will change at noontime if the temperature is above 22 degrees, so Celsius that is, obviously. God, if I wasn't so shit at spraying, this would go a lot better. Okay. There we go. That'll do. Now, I'm not going to fold this up to go over into this next field. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Oh. Alright, we'll get this field spread, and we'll go over to field 10, get that spread. Then we got to pick up a slurry sprayer and go down to the dairy farm. The animals are going to need to be taken care of. Obviously, it's a new day, so they're going to need to be fed and everything. So we got all that to do. Pretty busy day, you know, as you would expect. So. I'm seriously thinking about maybe trying to pick up a new tractor too, but I think the slurry spreader is going to kind of wipe us out money-wise. I need to get this thing off the road. I'm going to get a big fine for spreading, you know, herbicide on the street. Not to mention the fact it's just massively wasteful. I should have done this, you know, after I spread the nutrients, you know, but to be honest, we didn't have a sprayer, and to be honest, I forgot about it. And then when I came back in this morning and I, you know, took a drive around the fields, and I said, oh, we have weeds. So, well, this should take care of it and give us some weed prevention for a couple of days. So, now, I know I'm going to hit that thing, so, that tree, so I'm just going to back up. Steering wheel's not thrilled with me this morning, but a combination of the steering wheel being a little wonky, just sort of first thing in the morning, you know, and this tractor not turning real great. So whatever excuse gets you through the day, BP, right? No. Clearly, I'm not too worried about soil compaction because I'm just driving all over the field, you know. Should probably have set this thing a little lower too, since we're only in the first stage of growth, but not quite going to reach all the way to the edge. Well, that's okay. I didn't miss too much. I have a feeling we're going to have to do this again anyway. This shouldn't be too much of an issue. All right, weeds. You've had it now. Okay, now we will need to fold it up. And we can jump in the cab, get off the field, go over to field 10, get that done, and then go check out a slurry sprayer. It's probably going to be a Marshall again, the smaller one, just because the Zune hammer is just too big, I think. It's too big for anything I have, any tractors I have, anyway. I mean, I'm sure this IH would probably pull it, but it probably wouldn't be real happy about it, you know. Do not crash into the water fountain, please. Now, I didn't check the weather to see if it's going to rain. In fact, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. It is actually going to rain tomorrow. Okay. All right, so that's cool. So I won't have to worry so much about moisture, I think, after today. So it'll rain tomorrow. We'll get some moisture. That'll be good. And obviously this is adding moisture as well. But now I should have enough to do this field, even though I've been, you know, pretty wasteful with it. But I should have enough to do this field. Now, I could have set Courseplay up to do this, obviously. But to be honest, you know, there's not this. I might as well do it myself because, you know, this is the slurry spraying, and then the taking care of the animals, you know, are all pretty much going to require this tractor anyway. So why not do it myself? Okay, I want to lower. Can I lower? Oh, that's as low as it goes, huh? Okay, well that's fine. Back this thing through the hedge, you big doofus. As you can see, it's 10 minutes of 8 in the real world. I was up really early this morning. I was up at 4:45 this morning. I don't know why. If you guys know me, you know that I'm not the earliest of risers anymore. But for some reason, I was wide awake at 4:45, and I said, you know what? I said I'm gonna you know, do some stuff. I'm gonna hit this thing. I'm gonna hit this thing. And I'm spraying it all over the sidewalk. This bus stop is, you know, oh well, gotta have a bus stop, I guess. Yeah, I was up really early, you know, and I said, you know what? I said, let's, you know, let's do some, you know, your normal morning stuff, and then let's go on Old Bridge and get some stuff done. So here we are, killing some weeds. Gonna spread some slurry, and then we'll see how long the episode goes, and if there's any time left, we'll feed the animals. If not, we'll do that in the next episode. So I see that David Oldfield has decided to call it quits on Old Ridge, which is, kind of sad in a way, since he's obviously the guy who started it all, and did such an awesome job on the map, but he's done 51 episodes now. He came up with a really cool story, sort of for the end of the map, and I want to thank him. I want to give him a massive shout out. Hopefully he watches this video. If not, maybe somebody can pass it along to him. That, without him, all the inspiration that I've gotten, aside from, Reefy 1952, has come from David. And his videos are awesome. I'm a massive fan of his. And I really have enjoyed his Old Ridge series. Without him, I probably would never have done a Let's Play on this map. I probably would have played on it, but not done a Let's Play. His stuff is just awesome, and it's been a real joy to watch that series. Sad to see it come to an end, but really, really kind of looking forward to seeing what he's going to do next. So. He's obviously going to spray a hell of a lot better than I do. Let's just wander around the field. And miss big chunks, and then wonder why I have weeds. BP sprayer contracting. We do, we spray that on. Well, I'll just paint that on the side of my spray rig, I guess. We do, little goofy this morning, I think. As I tend to be first thing in the morning, so I don't generally record first thing in the morning, but I said, you know what, I'm awake, I'm going to do it, so why not, right? Now, obviously, I don't have tram lines or anything in the field, just because I don't want to put 4-row tram lines in there, and there isn't a 2-row tram line sort of subsoiler implement out yet. David Oldfield made his own, of course, because that's what he does. If there isn't something that he needs, he'll just go make it. I just don't really have time to do it, to pull it in a blender and all that. And to be honest, I could do the actual modeling part of it, but again, the scripts, trying to get the work area right and everything, I don't really know anything about that, so that would be, and I'm sure I could probably learn, but... Okay, so once this folds up, and we'll just keep an eye on it, make sure it folds all the way up, grab a sip of my coffee. I'm already on my third coffee this morning. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so let's go and get this thing parked up somewhere, and then we can go and get the manure spreader. Now, I could just spread nitrogen and or NPK on the grass fields, I suppose, and I may have to do that anyway. At some point, I would probably spin it. I don't think I'd spray it, but I really want to use some slurry. So, and I spent a long time hunting around looking for a mod where a smaller manifold nozzle sprayer, or an injector even, and I just could not find one. Again, that's going to be a case of if I want one, I'm going to have to make it, which means I'm going to have to really sort of, learn how to, again, taking it in a blender, making it smaller, not so much of an issue. Making it work right, in the game will be the real thing for me. And I think it's probably something I should probably learn how to do anyway. So, now, it just makes sense for me to put this in here, but can I actually get it in here is the question. Just because it makes sense to put it in there doesn't mean that I can do it. Do not smash your brand new sprayer into anything. There's BP. That will work. Lower that. Gotta set the parking brake because my stuff likes to wander around on me. Oh, and then, oh, no, forward, come on. Jeez, good thing those things are made out of plastic, huh? Not that obviously the brackets and everything are made out of plastic, but now I want to put this somewhere where I can get to it fairly easily. Yeah, this thing does not have the lock for that. I can't see. Alright, yeah, let's put it right here. I don't have anything else in here at the moment, so it can just go right here. That'll be fine. Is that already lowered as low as it goes? I guess it is. Cut that off. Very good. Nope. Too many buttons. Okay, now let's go and look at a slurry spreader. Geez, 20 minutes. How did 20 minutes go by already? I haven't done anything. It just amazes me. That's one thing about, using Raptor, having a timer and never knowing what's, damn, it's like, how have I, 20 minutes and I haven't done anything yet? All right. I don't know if I have anything in mods for slurry sprayers. I may, yeah, we could buy the Major, I guess. This thing's pretty cool. It holds 9,319.5 liters. Interesting. Interesting. These are all way too big, obviously. I picked these up more to see if I could actually alter them. Do we get the Major, which is a really nice mod, I will say, or do we get the Marshall? You know what? No, let's buy this. That's fine. Let's get it. Okay. Be done with it, I guess. Might as well have that delivered or reset, I guess. Where is it? So now I have a manure spreader and a slurry sprayer and a sprayer. Oh, and I'm so much in debt. Oh well. We need this stuff, so. No. This one. Where are you going? I just want to turn around. That's all I want to do. Back into here. Jump back in the cab. All right. To make this turn. I really need to maybe think about getting a different tractor. I like this tractor, and it's and I'm so. It's funny. Whenever I get stuff, it's like if I buy stuff for the farm, I tend to hold on to it forever. I don't change it off, very often. But this tractor is just not great as far as the lock goes. So, all right, and there's our new Major slurry spreader, which is really cool. It is a very nice mod. It looks good, and so. Now you're not gonna. No, you didn't. You don't turn enough for that. Okay, there we go. So there it is. It's decent. I like it. Splash plate, obviously, But since I haven't seen any rules against it, that's the way we're going to do it. So, all right, let's take this up to the dairy farm and get it filled up. Take it back to the grass fields, and then we can get those spread. Obviously, IC is still on because I can see my mouse cursor. So. Yeah, we'll get those spread, and then. I guess maybe we'll call that an episode. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes. It's not going to take very long to spread those fields. 8 and 9 are tiny little fields, as you guys probably remember. So, and hope we don't get any complaints from the neighbors there, from the people who live in that building. So, what a pretty day here. It's nice. It's going to be nice today. It's going to rain tomorrow, so. That'll help with our soil moisture. You know what? Should we be spreading manure the day before it rains? Well, you know what? We're going to take the chance, just because this was the plan today, and I've already spent the money. So we should have a fair amount of manure in here too. This should be fairly full. So I don't know, exactly how much we're going to need. I wouldn't imagine. We're gonna, we might go through a full load just because of the way that the way that manure gets spread in this game. So, just for curiosity's sake, how much do we actually have? Oh yeah, we got 20,000. We still have 21,000 liters left, so we got plenty of it anyway. All right, very cool. Now, I doubt very much that the old IH is gonna make this turn, but we'll try it. Oh, maybe just. Oh, conveyor. Crap! I forgot about the conveyor. If you looked out your window, BP, once in a while, you might be better off. Can we sneak this past? Nope. We're committed now. Just had to push the conveyor out a little bit. As you can see, we got plenty of solid manure too, which I was thinking about maybe hitting on the fields as well, on the grass fields. Just to really kind of get as much nutrients as we can. Really got to think about buying some more fields too at some point. We just do not have enough fields. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. No, let's not go this way. Let's not go this way. Let's not get lost. I mean, you've been on this map enough now to know where you're going. You just really get tunnel vision, or at least I do anyway. You know, you tend to not move the mouse and start looking around, you know, where you are. So you just look straight out the windshield. Next thing you know, you can't see stuff like, for instance, conveyors that are in the way. Alright, good people of Old Ridge. I am coming to spread manure on my 2 grass fields. I hope that's not going to present a problem. Now, did I miss the opening of this field? No, this field... What? Am I... I swear I'm losing my mind. This field opens up... Oh, this is the one... No, okay. It's the... I'm sorry. I was on the wrong side of the map. I was looking at the map the other way. I was like, I know this field opens up off the road. Here it is. Here it is. Like, wow, you could not be any dumber, could you? As you can see, we already have 1 stage of growth going on here, but that's fine. We can still spread. Nutrients are pretty low. Soil moisture is decent, though. All right, and off we go. Let's spread some manure. Yes, it just goes so fast. But that's fine. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. Keeping it not in the street or into these people's houses. So if you're an early riser and you're out doing your laundry and, you know, you're probably getting the wonderful aroma of, you know, cow slurry, which personally I like, but not everybody does, so as long as we keep it on our fields and we're not, you know, I think we're going to be okay. So yeah, we're probably going to have to go back and reload. I didn't realize how much of this was you just go through so much of it, the way the game is, you know, designed to use this stuff. So oops, don't mind the hedge. Now, the good thing about slurry in the soil mod is you don't have to work it in. It can sit here. You'll get the same nutrient benefits as if you worked it in. So, which is why it's ideal for grass. Because obviously, you know, you're growing grass. You don't want to have to come back and cultivate it all. You know, tear it all up. So. Hedge again. Pay no attention to that hedge, BV. Just drive right through it. I certainly wouldn't want to splash slurry all over that nice white fence. That would just be not good. Yep, we're going to have to go back and fill up again for the other field. So, okay, that's fine. 1 tank per field. That's okay. We use the last bit of it on this strip that I missed over here. And that is that. Okay. Back to the dairy farm we go. Why is that on? You know, I was saying earlier how I wanted to spend some time, you know, remapping some stuff and all that, and I still haven't done it, you know. It's funny, I won't remember that I wanted to do something until I watch it back in a video when I'm, you know, rendering or editing or whatever. I'll be like, oh yeah, I wanted to do that. Because I'm, you know, as you guys know, I'm a bit forgetful, so. But at least we're spreading manure finally. I've been wanting to spread manure now for 2 episodes, so at least we're doing it. I don't know what it is about that. I guess it's because you don't do it very often, I guess. Well, at least I don't do it very often. You know, we still only have 10 cows, so it's taken quite a while for them to generate the amount of manure that we need. I'd like to buy some more cows, but right now I don't really think I can justify keeping up with them, so. Once we're a little more, you know, it's funny. How many more episodes are you going to be? Is it going to be there, BP, before you think you're stable? You know, I think the farm's going along great now, but you know, and I say this, you know, over and over and over again, but I don't know how many more episodes of this I'll do. I like to go through one full cycle of soil mod, kind of, you know, get used to it and stuff, and see how it goes and everything. And then probably whatever map we replace this with will be another soil mod map, whether it comes with soil mod or whether I put it on, you know, just because I really enjoy it, so. 30 minutes. That's cool, though. I'm having fun. It's fun to record sometimes early in the morning. And I was up really late last night with the Scottish gaming guy and Exum HD, playing Borderlands 2. We're doing a little bit of a multiplayer Let's Play sort of deal with that. No, shut off, shut off. What are you doing? Why did I turn that on? That was a waste. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of a multiplayer Let's Play thing on Borderlands 2. And the Scottish gaming guy is doing all the recording, so, which is nice for me. I can just play. I keep smashing into my conveyor. But we'll just pretend that didn't happen. So you guys can look forward to that at some point. Okay, now this field, I need to go through down the road through the housing estate over here. Through the block of flats, as it were. Not super nasally today. The weather has just cleared up. I mean, it's just been beautiful. 72 degrees out already this morning, you know, considering it was 50 all day yesterday. It's weird. But, you know, as soon as it gets warm like that, I tend to start feeling a lot better. I guess I'm a summer guy, you know. I guess that's just the way my body, you know, my body's designed to work in the warmth, I guess. So, now, come on, make the turn, don't smash into the fence. Probably wouldn't have hurt to put some weight back on the front of this thing, too. A little light on the front end. Not awful, but obviously all this, you know, liquid in the back is very heavy, so. Okay, now, you're a little close to the fence there, BP, but you know what? We're gonna take a chance. Oh, you're a massive idiot. What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't own this field. This is not field... Oh, jeez, come on now. Whoops. I just spread slurry on one of the fields that we don't own. One of the public use fields. Wow. I don't know what made me think, oh, I went in the wrong entrance. I keep forgetting there's two entrances through those apartment buildings. Can you imagine if a real farmer did that? Oh, what are you doing? I don't know. Clearly, you don't know. Well, there you go. There's your BP moment for the day, I guess. Okay, so now, to get into this one, I need to go back down through here. I came out the wrong road coming out of the dairy farm, so... I would imagine in the history of farming, I am not the first person to ever do that, you know? In the game or in real life, so... I still feel slightly foolish. Alright. This truck is kind of in the way. Hopefully I don't smash into it with the... There we go. Okay, now we're on the right field. Wow. Hope I have enough slurry now, because I wasted a fair bit of it. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm probably not going to mow real close to the edges of this anyway, so no point in wasting the slurry to spread up against the hedge. So. These two fields should give us plenty of grass. I still have so much hay that I need to use. I need to use that up somehow. I may end up just giving it to the cows, just to, you know, maybe keep them on a grass diet for a while, just to use it up, you know. I have quite a bit of silage too that I need to use as well. Come on, make the turn. There you go. You got it. a little less wasteful with it there, BP. You'll have enough to get through this field, and you won't have to go back and get and refill again just to get this last little bit of field. If I don't get every, square inch of the field, I'm okay with that too. We'll just use up whatever's in here, and then we'll call that done. And empty. Perfect. All right, that worked out very well, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the parking brake, because, again, it's going to roll away if we don't. I'm going to kind of scroll in here and take a look at this thing. Yeah, I really like this. This is a neat little model. This is done very well, I think, and uses all the in-game stuff, so you know it's going to work. So very cool. It's kind of big for this tractor, but it does work. The tractor will power it, so that's all that really matters. Yeah, very cool. All right, let's take a look at the animals. I don't know if we're going to do the animals in this episode just because we're into 36 minutes already. I think that's long enough, but let's take a look at them anyway and see how they're doing. We can take a look at the cows first, the dairy cows. Let's see. Oh, they're good. They've got plenty of mixed rations. They've got silage and grass. They have plenty of water, plenty of straw. Cool. Plenty of solid manure. They're doing okay. Now, let's see how the oops, I went one too far. The beef animals are doing. They've got mixed rations and water and straw, so they're good. We got 2 ready to go in the pigs, and in the beef, they're doing good as well. Okay, so the animals don't really need anything. The beef are getting a little low on straw, but it's not bad. That should be fine. I'm gonna have to go muck them out. So that's what we'll do in the next episode, I guess. The next episode will obviously I will probably go muck out those animals, and we'll be keeping an eye on what's going on the fields. So, as always, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the way that I, interpreted the regulations here. If you're a farmer in the UK and you know about this stuff, and if I interpreted this incorrectly, by all means, please let me know. I would, I'd definitely like to do it as well, and as legally and realistically as possible. I'm still not 100% certain about spreading slurry this close to housing, but since I can't really find a regulation on it, I'm going to say it's okay. If you guys know different, by all means, please let me know. And we'll come up with a different sort of strategy for getting nutrients into the ground on this grass. As always, thank you so much for coming to the channel, for liking, comment, and subscribing. It means a ton to me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider pushing the subscribe button if you like what you see. Also, leaving a like. It helps me and the channel out a bunch. As always, guys, thanks so much, and thanks for making me a part of your YouTube day. And this is the Bipolar Prophet saying, see you later.